So we're taking a look at these three propane heaters. Perfect time of the year. It's pretty cold here in Michigan, so thought it was a relevant product for the time of year. And again, doing the research so you don't have to. Three of the top rated propane heaters on Amazon. And I wanted to take a look at some of the specs to compare, go over some of the reviews here. Now, not a whole lot to it. I mean, it's a space heater, right? There's not a ton of components, so this should go pretty quickly. The Gasland FlameJet, manufacture date 2025. The company's based out of North Charleston, South Carolina. The Onocraft Max Heat MH68 started manufacturing those in 2024. And Mr. Heater, their company's based out of Cleveland, Ohio. I couldn't find a manufacturer date on there. I think they've been making them for a while, so that's probably why. Now, a lot of these sites you can't find all the specs for, or you find, you're misinformed from one site to another. So that's something that is kind of tricky. Even the manufacturer sites, they don't correlate with some of the sales sites that I find. Anyways, but square footage 1,500 to 1,600 is pretty much kind of where you're at with these. So if you have a garage or a patio area or like a back shed like I do, that would probably come in super handy. Runtime. Now, some of the reviews I saw, if you run these on low, you're going to get double the time out of it. I mean, it makes sense, right? So, from what I saw with the Gasland, it said 6 to 12 hours. So I don't know if there was some kind of discrepancy there, unless 6 hours was on high mode, right? Based on a 20-pound tank, and 13, 14 hours, pretty similar. As far as the specs there, based on 20 pounds. All have 1-year warranty. Here's the ratings on Amazon. So, Onocraft, Max Heat, I should say, 4.5, 4.5, and the Gasline had 4.4. So those are the top rated. Now, it's important to note here that these three all have continuous igniters, and they all come with a 10-foot hose and regulator. Price point, very similar. The Mr. Heater is definitely a lot cheaper. I noticed on Home Depot, so I don't know if they're running specific specials or whatever, but those prices, it's a lot cheaper for that Mr. Heater compared to the others, which, noticeably different, 25 bucks, and I don't really think there's a whole lot difference between these models. I mean, just by looking at the specs. So, most of them have adjustable base or stand or whatever the case may be. I just put some features here in this column. The Max Heat has intelligent thermostat, so it just kind of regulates the temperature better. And the Mr. Heater has this QBT technology, which is supposed to be quieter, I guess a little bit quieter than some of the other models, right? They all have some kind of safety feature too. I don't know how they call it, but a lot of them have an auto off option, so if it tips over or whatever, and of course your safety concerns. But when it comes to the cord length, I did find some noticeable differences there. So 5.9 feet on the Gasland, it was definitely the shortest. 6-foot power cord on the Max Heat, and then 10 feet on the Mr. Heater. So pros and cons I just listed here quickly because, like I said, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just it's a couple heaters, right? They all have quick heat applications. The build quality was a pro on the Gasland, but then I read a couple reviews on the con side that said they broke after a couple months. So value's kind of sketchy, I guess, at best. The short cord, yeah, I can see that being a problem, depending on where you want to put it. And then igniter issues with the Max Heat. Again, quick heat. They said the build quality is really good on that one, and it's got that temperature control thermostat. But then some people said they didn't like that, so it just really depends. It's all preference, right? That was noise complaints on that one and the Mr. Heater. So hopefully you don't have to wear those headphones, right? But hey, it is what it is. Igniter and propane flow issues on the Mr. Heater, and there's no built-in thermostat. So, like I said, there's not a whole lot to this product. It is what it is. What you see is what you get, and that's it for now. So stay tuned for more videos. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.